I'm Dave Selingo, and our firm is Selingo Guagliardo in Kingston, Pennsylvania. I was representing an 86-year-old Navy veteran who was unfortunately suffering from dementia, and his family was trying to take care of him at home, and it just became too difficult. So they found a personal care home nearby that had recently opened, and he was there for maybe about 2 months before something happened to him. When he was eventually taken to the hospital on December 25, Christmas Day, they found that he had a displaced hip fracture. And they found that it wasn't brand new. It was existing for some time. And we were trying to figure out when this hip fracture occurred, and we found the fall at the personal care home on November 18 of 2020, about 6 weeks earlier. And the x-ray that had been taken that very evening in the personal care home was read as negative. We had that x-ray read by our own expert, and our expert found that our client had broken his hip on November 18. So the challenges that the defense created was that they claimed that the hip was broken on December 25 of 2020, the day they sent our client to the hospital. The visuals that were created by DK Global were multiple animations of our client that were pulled from video that we had of him actually being transferred within his room from the Blink camera that we had access to. One of the things that we were trying to depict with the animation was what was happening with the hip fracture when certain activities were being done with our client. So we almost had a view of the inside of our client's body while he was being moved around. So the jury could see exactly what was happening to this fractured hip every time our client was being moved over the course of 6 weeks. The defense's initial offer prior to our DK Global video was $0. After we had the video prepared and the animation prepared by DK Global, that position changed. And we actually started trial and got to day 2 of the trial when the case settled. We could now see exactly what was happening with this fracture every single time he was being moved. You could not see that on a video. You could not tell that from a video. But when we had the animation with a quote-unquote window into the broken bone, it really helped the jury visualize what was being done to our client every time he was being moved over the course of 6 weeks with a broken hip. Everybody says a picture is worth 1,000 words. A video is worth 1,000,000 then.